I'm back, so let's get started into it. So I was still talking about Preachy, but let's move on to Friday's episode, and the recap of the whole episode. So let's get started with Lehasa. So Lehasa went to the appointment with Kwezi, and he got to hear his unborn baby, baby's heart, and see him as well, which was a sweet, beautiful moment between her and Lhasa. But I I got to see Lhasa's parental instinct. You know, the love that he can give besides his hate that he has in his heart. I mean, yes, he's having a kid with Kwezi. Yes, it's frustrating that it had to be her, but at the end of the day, he is the father of this child and he's taking responsibility. So it was nice to see him really full on daddy mode, you know, being excited about the idea of having a child, you know, and hearing that baby's heartbeat and seeing him or her on the ultrasound was something that Lhasa was not prepared to actually see, because he never knew how it felt or how he was going to feel about it. So he was really, you know, taken back at the fact that this is my baby, you know. I'm going to be a dad. You know, hearing that child's heartbeat changed everything for him. Though he still hates Quentin's guts, he's willing to, you know, deal with that because of that child. If it wasn't for that child, Quentin could have been dead by now. I swear to God. But we'll see how he's going to deal with this. But it's really nice to see him with that kind of love that he can give to a child. Because I know he has a sweet part of it. I know he has the most kindest heart if he wants to have it. Like, if he wants it, he can be a different person, you know. And I think that child is gonna play a part in that. Him being a father and caring for someone by himself might, you know, tame his anger and his hatred for people. Maybe, just maybe, he'll stop killing people or have thoughts about killing people. I don't know. Maybe that baby will do something for him. But it was nice to see him in that light, in that kind of setting, that kind of mental state where he just has love. Just love. Pure, untainted love for his unborn child. Lhasa arriving at the relaunch with Preeti was the most epic entrance. I was taken back. I couldn't even breathe watching that scene. It was the most gorgeous entrance. It was epic. The way they just walked into that cafe. The way they just strayed. Like, it was just like in a movie. Like, it was just a fairy tale. Preachy with that yellow dress. Oh my God. Like, oh my God. I could kill for that kind of makeup and like that whole outfit was everything. Pretty looked damn gorgeous in that dress. And the makeup, you know what? I would like to give props to the costume designers, the makeup crew of Skeem Simon, because y'all delivered. Y'all delivered. Do you know how hard it takes to do makeup and costume behind the scenes of a production? Of a whole production. It takes a crew. It takes a team. And this team of Skeem Sammy, the makeup crew, the costume designers, that scene was everything. That costume, that makeup work was everything. It was giving. I was here for it. And Pretty carried herself like a queen. Okay? And Lahasa was just there next to her. It was just perfection. You know, this is why I say I have so much love for these people, but also hate them together as well. But I ship this relationship. That was the moment where I started reshipping this relationship. I was like, okay, I get why I actually love this couple. It was just like epic, totally epic, 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 epic. Oh, it was beautiful. Well, like I said, a huge applaud to the costume designers, the makeup artists behind the scenes. Like it was just perfection. Um, so still on Lahasa. Sorry, not Lahasa. Oh, made a mistake. 1 second. Um, yeah, okay, here we go. Yeah, still on Lahasa. The relaunch ended with drama as usual. Obviously, like I said earlier in part one of this video, that the hitman tried to kill Preeti, and thank God. I said it also as I thank God Peterson was there, because if he wasn't, Preeti would be dead by now. So Peterson clocked that hitman, and I'm so glad that he did not take Catalan's advice by drinking that wine. He was on guard, like he said, like he needs to be on guard all the time. And rightly so, because if he was not on guard, we'll be burying Pretty's body by now. Thank God, like I am so glad Peterson was there and he was not drinking, because I don't even want to know what would have happened if he was not there. You know, the minute he saw the hitman with that gun, boo! The cavalry came. You know, Peterson, the security guard, the cops were there, like in a split of a second, which was amazing to see. But as like expected drama, and that's what I got from the relaunch. I didn't think it would go smoothly, but honestly, I'm not surprised it went that way. But I'm just glad that it's not there. That's it. Um, quiz. Quiz's appointment went pretty well, but it was a bit awkward between Lahasa and Kwezi for obvious reasons. And then the doctor had the audacity to call her Mrs. Maposi, and he's like, no, it's not Mrs. Maposi. She's not my wife. It's Miss Gazella, okay? Lahasa does not want to be associated with this woman that way. Not even one bit. Which I get it. The doctor has some concerns regarding the fluid in her womb. Like, there's some kind of like, it's not enough, I think, which is a concern for him. You know, this doctor, I think he's working for Last. I don't know where my instinct tells me that. When he brought up the fact that the fluid in Qued's womb is a bit, uterus is not enough or it's lacking, and she needs to stay hydrated through an IV. My thought process was like, oh my god, he just gave Lahasa an idea on how to kill Crazy. Like, that was my first thought. Like, that's how I think about what Lahasa is capable of. I also said she needs to rest. So she's in the hospital right now. I think Lahasa planned it. I don't know why part of me thinks that Lahasa planned this whole thing. But I might be wrong, but I wouldn't like get it past him, like he's capable of doing that. Preachy again. Preachy looked so beautiful at the relaunch with that yellow dress. The makeup was pen though. Like, it was epic. It was really pen. I'm not gonna lie. It was just fire, 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 fire. I loved it. I loved every bit of it. She felt left out when Lhasa started to mingle with the guests. Like, she looked out of place. She honestly looked out of place. She looked lost and isolated. I'm not surprised. I knew this was gonna happen. The husband was like, I'll make you the queen, I'll make you special when we arrive. My girl was sitting there like a guest. My girl was just sitting there like she was nobody. Like, what do you expect? The husband mingling with the clients, with everyone. He could have just held her by his side, and made sure that they come across as a power couple. But this dude just walks around and forgets Pretty. Pretty's sitting down like a guest. She's like, she has no idea what to do. I mean, it was sad to watch because he's preaching all of this. You're my queen. I love you. You're the woman I want to be with. But you're not showing it with your actions. If you brought Pretty as your +1, then treat her like a +1. Do not treat her like a guest or this mere little guest who just came to see your relaunch. She's your woman. Treat her like your woman. Okay? I was actually pissed off about that. I'm not gonna lie. I was like, if you're gonna bring this girl here, after all this crap you're putting her through, the next thing you're treating her like a guest, she's sitting there like what? Nothing. Waiting for you to come over to talk to her. You could have just held her and walked with her wherever you were. It was that simple, but you didn't. You didn't, and she nearly died because of that. She survived an assassination attempt thanks to Peterson. Like I said, Peterson came through. Okay, Peterson came through. If it wasn't for Peterson, this girl would be dead by now, and Qued would have won. Fire by force. God forbid. God forbid. God forbid. Oh, Pretty dead. Hell no. The hitman Crazy hired to kill Pretty was caught. So if it wasn't for Peterson, we'll be singing songs of pain, sorrow, and Monthly would have been mourning her daughter, which I think she would have regretted so much because it's almost like she needs to be with us. She's not safe out there, but she didn't listen. But thank God for Peterson, he came through. Like I said, I wonder what's gonna happen now that Peterson has that man arrested. Is he gonna snitch on Crazy? I hope so, because he needs to go to prison for what she's doing right now, for treating Pretty the way she is. But I doubt that's gonna happen. But he's definitely going to prison because he was caught with a gun with the silencer. So he was also the photo in his phone. So they knew who the target is. So he's going to prison for that, for attempted murder. But the question is he going to tell who hired him? Is he going to tell the cops who hired him to kill Pretty? Now that Lhasa saw that Pretty was nearly killed, maybe, just maybe, they'll push him forward to be more aware of his surroundings when he's with Pretty. I don't know. But thank God Peterson was there. I honestly thank God. Someone even said it himself. He said it really well. He phrased it pretty great, actually. He said, I just hope this event, this relaunch, does not end in bloodshed. It nearly did, but thanks to the gods of Peterson, he came through and he saved Preeti's life. I mean, that's what he does best. He's a cop. I honestly feel like he's not given this the credit that he's due. He's one badass cop. Actually, I'm just thinking about it. He always solves his cases. I mean, if it wasn't for Herbert and his behavior leaking information, I swear to God, he could have arrested a lot of people associated with the hustle. Actually, he's such a great cop. And I love to see that. It was also nice to see him as just a father. Just a father. Like, Gatlao and Peterson together was a nice kind of fresh of breath air, because it was nice to see him as a parent now, not just as a cop, also a parent. Just being there with his son. It was beautiful. Anyway, that's it, guys. I hope you enjoyed my review of Thursdays and Fridays episodes. Let me know what you liked about those 2 episodes. We'll see what's gonna happen on Monday, which is tomorrow. But I enjoyed these 2 episodes. I'm not gonna lie, it was really interesting. A lot of open storylines are being built, which is really nice. Yeah, I'm enjoying reviewing these characters, mainly Kwezi, Lahasa, Preach's storyline, which is still going on, and I love it. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this video. Don't forget to click on the notification bell to get notified when I post a new video. Peace.